Oh, very peaceful meditation session. We have done meditation with loving kindness meditation for more than 50 minutes. How do you feel? If you feel more and more happiness, you feel more and more relaxed, you feel like the time passed very fast. That is the right way to go. It means the meditation method that you use and how you maintain the mind and keep the meditation method together with the feeling of relaxation is very good. So if you feel like, uncomfortable, you feel like tension on the body, you need to move, you can adjust. And then each day, sometimes our mind is different. So you can try another method and compare. If you have like a little book, you write down, today I used this method, I have this feeling. The other day I used this method, I have this feeling. And you can know that, which one is better on which day. So our mind is different, but when you meditate more and more, the quality of your mind will improve. You maintain the feeling of relaxation together with the meditation method that keep the mind still at the center of the body. This is the key, relaxation and keep the mind with the meditation method. As I mentioned during the guided meditation, the mind will be more and more refined. You will have more and more stillness. When you have more stillness, the mind will develop by itself. The quality of the mind increases step by step. And in the ancient Buddhist scripture, the Buddha separate the level of the meditation. Actually, there are two big steps. Samatha meditation. Samatha is like the meditation that make the mind still. That is the first level. Very big step, first level. And then, when the mind is still and the mind is in very high quality, the Buddha used the high quality of this mind to study what we call vipassana meditation, or the insight meditation, wonderful sight meditation, to see the ultimate nature of the universe. Very interesting, right? Okay, I will tell you a little bit about the first step and the second step, and roughly detail about what we gonna study when we have the high level meditation. Today we cannot attain that level yet. Study by learning first. So when you use the meditation method have the target to keep the mind still at the center. And then when the mind is refined and touch the first level of concentration, that called in Pali language the first Jhāna. The first concentration have 5 combinations. The first one, you have the meditation object. It's like when you use the visualization, you imagine a crystal ball. Crystal ball is your object of meditation. The mind stick with crystal ball. Some people like to use mantra. We imagine the sound clear and bright. Every time that you imagine clear and bright from the center, the mind come back. So the sound is your object of meditation. Some people like to use observing technique. Breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly, and observe at the center. Emptiness, or the center of the body, is the object of meditation. When the mind have the object to stick with, the mind will stay inside. So First combination, we have the object of meditation. If you don't have object of meditation, the mind will flow away. The mind will go with the thought. One thought come, the mind go with the thought. Two thoughts come, the mind go with two thoughts. And 1 second, we have more than millions of thoughts. So why we have meditation object? And then the second combination, the mind stay with the meditation object. When the mind stay with the meditation object, it's close to the center of our body. And it will more and more refine by itself. And then when you have the first combination, the object, stay with the object, the third one will happen, what we call inner experience, strange experience. Some people feel like body expanding. When body expanding, it usually comes with the feeling of joy from inside and expanding. I'm not sure that the word joy can describe this kind of feeling. It's like the happiness that expands to outside. It's like happiness come from here to all the part of your body. Can we use the word joy? Maybe. Yeah. Happiness expanding. I think when I was young in the university, we have the song. The song is like, I think maybe, can you feel the love to your finger, something like that. Yeah, that is this feeling, joy that comes from inside to all the part of the body. And then you will have the deep happiness. The happiness that is very calm and peaceful with no attachment. It's like happiness from outside is like when we eat food. Oh, we have our favorite food, and we feel, oh, it's very delicious. We have happiness. But that is the happiness that attached with food. If you don't have that kind of food, you don't have happiness. If your happiness is attached with people, if you separate with that person, you feel unhappy. That is the happiness from outside, but happiness from inside is the pure happiness. No cause, no attachment, very calm and peaceful, very high quality of happiness. So we have 4 already. The first one, meditation object. Second one, the mind stay with the meditation object. And the third one, joy happen. Strength experience, inner experience happen. And the other one, we have happiness, deep happiness from inside. And the other one that come together with joy and happiness, stillness. The mind will very still. And you can feel the feeling of stillness. That the feeling of stillness is like, oh, you don't want to think of anything. I just want to sit like this. I'm so happy with this. This is the feeling. If you have 5 combinations, you touch the feeling of the first jhana. But it's not easy because if you are the newcomer, you can imagine, I can imagine mantra, I can imagine crystal ball, but sometimes the mind flow away. So, I cannot have the second combination, stay. But when you get used to with meditation, when you imagine the object, the mind stay more. And when you master with the technique, the mind stay more and more. When the time is right, the mind is very refined. Happiness, joy that I mentioned, show up by itself. This word is very important. You cannot force joy and happiness from inside to happen. It will happen by itself. Our duty is to make our mind in the right condition. And then stillness will follow. If you meditate more and more, you close your eye, Even you don't think of anything, but the mind come to stay inside by itself. Sometimes you can have this feeling. I think this feeling will happen quite often when you are at home and then you select the time that you can meditate on that time regularly. For me, I like to meditate around 10 p.m. until midnight. So when the time 10 p.m., when I sit down and close my eye, I don't think of anything but the mind come back by itself and stay. So when the mind come back and stay without any thinking of meditation object, because you master and the mind is very familiar with the center. Happiness, joy, stillness come together by itself. That is the second level of jhana. Can you see the first one? We need some object, right? The second level, we don't need anything but the mind familiar with the center, come by itself. So you touch the second level of jhana. And then, when you meditate more and more, even you don't think like, oh, I'm gonna meditate, but the mind stay inside, very firm still. Even you don't think like, oh, I would like to keep the mind at the center, but the mind stay at the center by itself. You have like very less thought, and joy, happiness, and stillness come together. That is the step of the third jhana, third level. And then, how to improve the quality of the mind to another level. Some people, they meditate and sometimes the feeling of expanding of joy, that is really happy. But some people stick with this feeling because they really like this feeling. They cannot go up to another level. The best way to do anything that happens inside your mind, do not feel excited, do not feel too much happy with it, too much desire to it. Don't want it too much. Because when you meditate more and more, when you have more stillness, and your mind is more and more refined, the joy will fade away. The joy will fade away, but you can feel more deep happiness. That is the firm happiness. The happiness that is not shaken. It's like sometimes we feel happy, but when we drive on the road, and some people drive not quite good and we feel upset. But if you have this kind of happiness, you will feel like, I will not upset. You will not shaken by any outside. Oh, it looks like Superman. But it can happen when you train the mind in the very high quality. And then, that is the fourth jhana. Joy disappear, but you have the deep happiness, very firm, deep happiness. And then, combination with more firm stillness. And then, when you meditate more and more, even the deep happiness, you are not have the desire with it. Your mind is very neutral with anything. You just want to sit like this. Happiness will fade away, and you will feel only the stillness of the mind. But inside the stillness, there are more happiness. So 5 level, can you remember? I think it's quite difficult to remember, but don't worry. Just make sure that every session you sit down and you keep 2 things. Meditation method to make the mind still at the center, and the feeling of relaxation. I can make sure that if you have this feeling of relaxation, the mind will be more and more refined by itself. I think some of you may have some feeling of the first jhana. It's like, oh, I feel very good. Sometimes I feel like body expanding. Sometimes feel like body floating. Sometimes we feel like some part of the body disappear. Sometimes we feel like the feeling of falling. It's like you are in the elevator, and elevator go down very fast, and you feel something falling inside. It's like when you are the small kid, and at night you lie down on the bed and you nearly to sleep, and you feel like you fall down from the bed. Did you have some kind of this feeling? Yeah, because the small kid, their mind is very, very pure. They don't have too much thought like us. So when they sleep, the stage of the mind close to the feeling of the first jhana. Some people ask me like, oh, Luang Pi, I heard that some meditation master, they can meditate all day, all night. That is the effect of the jhana. The feeling of the fourth jhana, if you can stay in the fourth jhana, you don't need sleeping, because the feeling of the fourth jhana, the feeling of relaxation and the rest of the body is very, very similar to the deep sleep, even high quality than the deep sleep. But for me, I still sleep. I don't want like, oh, meditate all day, all night without any sleeping. Yeah, because I'm the normal people. So that is the roughly of the level of samatha meditation. 5 level. Or sometimes when you study in Buddhist scripture, they describe that 4 level of jhana, because they combine the first and second level. But the 5 level is come from the ancient scripture of the Buddhism that called Abhidhamma, or the ultimate nature of everything.